Next, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Tigers will kick this deep to start us off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. There will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And with that miss, the score remains the same. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception in the very first play of the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. It's going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches, because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
And he's brought down just short of a marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent first down. And the Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Dump off caught by the running back. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Caught, completion. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Now it's second down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up. And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Breaks free. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain to spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Caught in the flat by the running back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. It's a first down.
They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Dogs line up with a 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow. And
looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Tigers. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Looking to throw now on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. save, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Direct snap to the back. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he keeps it. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Motion now from the tight end. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Offense in a split backfield now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in a good position. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, You better account for this quarterback because
the pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Out past the 30. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Oh, the pass is picked off. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And they'll get him down that time. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The shotgun running play call. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
The Bulldogs come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs!
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take. Result of the play. Critical third down play for this offense right here.
Green 25.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. This is an absolute boomer of a punt. He's going to try to return the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
That's a design quarterback keeper. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Finds his man. Tackled there by the defense. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it from the gun. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the mark.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. And we've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for the wide out. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. He gets loose. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Heading left after the handoff. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
The Dogs will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, enough for a first down. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wide out. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to throw it again. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Georgia 28, Clemson 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
This one away.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's now picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the out route. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. The receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. It's been a rough game for this offensive line, allowing 4 sacks and now flagged on the holding call. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Short connection to the tight end here. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made down the left side. An explosive explosive play. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kurt, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume, and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He lets it go on the move. He's got it with room to run. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it in the open. He's found some room at the 45. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
It's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Well, they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he makes the catch out of the 10. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Looking for 6. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
A play action looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, Clemson.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll test the right side here. And he's brought down in what's going to be the final play of this game, and the defense can start to celebrate. Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that number 1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today. Just blasted.
I love that you said walked into this game, because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team, and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.